Hello, I'm Charlene Stevens. Welcome to Council Update. Today we're going to talk about some economic and commercial development. Joining me is Councilmember Dave Thiede. Councilmember, we've had some new kind of economic and some commercial development that's occurring in Cottage Grove. Got a few new projects to talk about.
Yes, we do, and it's fantastic because as well, you may or may not know, I'm very passionate about commercial development and things like that, and some of the manufacturing because of my background and everything. So we've actually got, besides a bunch of businesses out there that have expanded in the last few years, we've got a new one coming in that is actually in an area that was dubbed as the Southeast Industrial Park. And there's actually split up into a couple of different buildings and so forth, and it's got rail access, which was very important to this company called North Star Sheets that are coming in, and they haven't told us too much about the product because it's a new product in that, but it sounds like it's going to be a great addition there, and people might remember that back there was a Lyman Lumber that was going to go in that spot, and some things happened, but it's right kind of by Hamlet Park and so forth too, so I think it's going to be a great addition.
And they've got about 161,000 square feet for manufacturing, and it's also going to bring some new jobs to the community as well.
Yeah, like about 40 or 50 of them, I think, is what they said. So.
All right.
So that'll be great.
And then also we're going to see a little bit of an expansion of kind of a homegrown business of modern automotive performance.
Yeah, they were actually doing a lot of research, and they were looking at potentially moving out of Cottage Grove and things like that, and so we finally actually kept working with them and came up with a great solution. They're looking now to actually add another 25,000 square feet,
and they've got about 45 jobs, and they're going to be adding jobs as well.
Yeah, I think about 20 jobs is what they were saying.
Okay.
So.
And then the next one is the Triple Angels Healthcare, and let's maybe you want to touch on that and what that involves.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting, and at first my thought was that they're going to put that where, and well, they're going right over by the rodeo, right next to the old rodeo, which is now the storage facility, right? But it's kind of in that odd-shaped lot that kind of, had a little bit of a pointing into it and so forth, and so actually, after they presented their proposal and everything, it looks like it's going to be great, and it's an assisted living, so it's actually from a location standpoint, I think it's actually going to work out very well for them. So it'll look nice too. It's
about 9,000 square feet, and then they have a potential to maybe expand that with another 6,400 square feet. And then we've also are going to see a redevelopment of our McDonald's site.
Yeah, they're going to get new stoves, and so they can cook the Big Macs on new stoves. No, so they're actually tearing down that whole building. I mean, the building was from way back in 1973, and I think they did some work on it in 2004. But yeah, so it's going to be all brand new, and they're going to do a little bit to make it a little greener and so forth. Not the building itself, but around the building. And so the only bad thing about it is that for about maybe 2 or 3 months here and later this year, people are going to either go without McDonald's or have to go somewhere else to get their McDonald's fixed. But
yeah, they will be building on their existing site, so there will be a demolition and then a rebuild on their existing site with their kind of more modern concept. And they haven't finalized the exact time of that start, but probably late summer, early fall is when they expect to begin their construction. As you said, it's a couple of months that it takes from demolition to construction and then reopening on the site. But it'll be a nice new product and a new building in that more modern look.
Yeah, and don't worry, everybody. With kids and everything, we did verify that they're going to have the play area in the new one too. So that'll all work.
It'll be a little different, maybe a little smaller, but they will have that space. And then the last one you maybe want to touch on is the former Home Depot site. There are a couple of tenants that are going to be that have been identified for that site.
Yeah, and I just want to kind of mention that real quick. It's such a long, drawn-out process, and I tell you what, I know now more about commercial contracts than I'd care to know, I think, but and all the intricacies of it. So yeah, we've got now confirmed that TJ Maxx and Home Goods are actually coming in to part of that. There's actually a couple other larger companies that we haven't got the absolute confirmation yet, but it looks like that's all going to happen, and so it's just kudos to everybody that helped, and I don't know if it helped push it any more But in January, Steve Dennis and I did sit down and have a talk with the developer, and we kind of set up a goal for the end of March to kind of have things decided, everybody helped, obviously, but hopefully maybe that helped a little bit too, having a little bit of chat with him and getting off the dime on some things. But so come this fall, I believe, I think we're going to be able to, we're seeing that all go in, and hopefully the cash registers will be ringing again in those places. So.
All right. If you have any questions about economic and commercial development, contact Community Development Director Jennifer Levitt. Thank you, Councilmember Thiede.
You betcha.